Talking a lot about this one during the break. It's an especially demoralizing thing, or can be, to encounter in today's tough job market. Ghost jobs. It's a recent phenomenon where employers leave up a posting for an open position and never actually fill it.
The practice doesn't just hurt those applying for jobs, it's also bad for the economy. So why does it happen? Tom Gimbel is a man to answer that question. So tell us, why is it happening? Why are these ghost jobs out there?
Well, I think in a good economy, people are leaving jobs for other jobs all the time. So companies need to make sure that they're covering their turnover and they're hiring in advance. They're running these ads to make sure that they have a full funnel of people. In a bad economy, right, people are getting laid off, not leaving voluntarily, and then you have the situation where there's more people on the sidelines and companies aren't hiring as frequently, and that's what creates this situation.
All right, so it really does. It wastes the applicants' time and energy, maybe gets their hopes up. Is there something that people should be looking for to say, I wonder, is this an actual job or is it fake?
Well, here's the other
fake,
side.
not a
Right,
real.
Right.
The other side of the coin is that it used to be hard to apply for jobs. Right? Now, I don't want to date Lourdes, but when we were applying for jobs, right, out of college, you had to type something up, print it, fold it, put it in an envelope, send it out. Now, people go on LinkedIn or Indeed and they just hit send. They just hit apply, right? And it automatically does it. So the other side of the coin is companies are getting numerous jobs from people who aren't qualified, who are applying to jobs all over the country, but maybe aren't interested in really relocating. So it does it might not be called ghosting, but on the other side, there's a lot of false applications that happen as well.
Yeah, but my question is, how can you tell?
You can't.
You can't.
You really can't.
There's no clues.
No, because it usually what this happens is in mass hiring positions. So call centers, help desk positions, right? A lot of inside sales roles, things like that, where companies have high turnover roles, and at the same time, they have positions that they need to hire in hiring classes. So they need to bring more people in, and they want to get out in front of it.
Yeah.
When unemployment goes up, and obviously we're not seeing that data since the administration stopped reporting it with the BLS, but it would seem to imply that the unemployment's going up a little bit.
Okay, so let's talk about how this affects the data, right? Because people have this perception out there that there are all these jobs available, and so the economy's booming, things are going well, but with that not being necessarily the case, how does it impact sort of labor statistics and data that we would see?
Well, that's the interesting thing, is that well over a decade, the narrative has been, and accurately so, we have more jobs than we have people. And now what the reality probably is there's fewer people, or there's more people than there are jobs, which tends to happen in a higher unemployment focus. And that's really hurting when you hear things coming out of DC where they're saying, oh, we're going to bring in people because we can't do the jobs. And it's like, well, wait a second. We need the jobs right now more than ever before, or at least more than we have in 15 years. And that's where there's a real disconnect between Main Street and what's happening on K Street.
Given what you said about the pipeline, so does that mean that you should still apply for these jobs no matter what, on the hopes that even if it's not a job that is currently open, that maybe you'll get hired down the road? I mean, that seems like a long shot.
It is a long shot, but I think what happens is what's your situation? And if you're in a role and you're relatively happy, you should stay there right now. It's an uncertain economy. If you're in a situation where you're unemployed and you're on the sideline right now, you want to apply. But the key is craft a really good cover letter. Take your time to update your resume and customize it for a role. Because what companies have are called applicant tracking systems. And it's a database for people that are applying. Once you get in their applicant tracking system, that's the first place that companies go to look for candidates, even before they run an ad. So if you're in there and your resume looks good and it's clean and there's no typos and you've customized it for the company, you have a better shot of getting a job when they do have an opening.
That's great. Okay. Thank you, Tom Gimbel. We appreciate your time. Always good insight.
Always here to help.
All right, see you next month.